Welcome. Come vape with me. I'm on this funny little computer again because my camera has had a complete nervous breakdown and is unusable. So goodness knows about the quality. I know the sound is good on this little computer, but I don't know about the picture. I hope it doesn't make me look as if I've been exhumed. I want to talk about this channel, which is for people over 60. When you get over 60, you're often told you have to stop smoking to save your life. Sometimes you get told that even when you're not over 60. But this channel is specifically for people over 60. A while back, I had these made. I told you about them. They're my little cards. They were free, and they tell people who I am, what I promote, and the address of my YouTube channel. Because sometimes that helps when I'm in a conversation and people want to investigate further and I haven't any time to explain. Two things happened this week which is beginning to change my ideas about people who have to stop smoking. The first one was I teach and after lessons I was talking to somebody who's 90 in June, and she loves smoking. I've known her a long time, but she feels she has to stop smoking. So I gave her the little IntelliSig bundle, and on my way home in the car I thought, that's an error. This woman loves smoking. It's been a massive part of her life for all those years, and now I've given her something that I know myself, having tried it myself, is not a good experience, is not pleasing as in the way smoking is. So to me, people who have to stop smoking but don't want to have only got one choice. They have to become vapors rather than get some script from a doctor for nicotine replacement therapy or a little device like that, because it's going to make life very hard. They are going to miss the richness and the delight that smoking has given them for so long. So next week, when I go back for the next lesson, I am going to take that same old lady something bigger so that she can have a good experience. I used to think that starting off with a little cigarette type device was good enough, but I don't think so anymore. If you're in the category that you have to stop smoking, but you don't want to, don't think about buying those little devices. Get vaping. Start off with something decent, like an Ego, this kind of thing. A bigger battery, I've painted this one bright pink, and with some decent car atomizers that give you a good experience on your first experience. Otherwise, you might be like my sister, who still doesn't like vaping. It's given her no pleasure at all. I accidentally stopped smoking. I didn't intend to. I merely bought my little device because it was supposed to fill a hole in a time that I couldn't smoke. It was an accident that I gradually realized that I liked vaping more than smoking. I was adventurous and I got different devices. I explored all the videos on YouTube and I sort of saw that vaping was a whole hobby thing. And it was accidental that I changed. If I'd been told you have to stop smoking, I would have been grateful if somebody had told me, get into vaping, proper vaping. Don't start off with little things that won't satisfy you properly. Start off with a decent battery, 650, and some decent car atomizers, so that your first experience is a good experience. Now, yesterday I met a nurse who deals with people who have to stop smoking and who don't want to stop smoking. She saw what I was doing while I was vaping with this, which is an Ego battery with tank dual coil cart on it, and I must say it's a very good experience. The battery's too small to use really with a dual coil tank, but I'm waiting for a stronger one to arrive. So I am gradually moving away from the little things I had before, and I can see it won't be too far in the future where I'll need a mod which gives you a really decent, bigger and reliable battery. So I am changing. My opinion is changing. And I am saying to those people who are watching this, if you have to stop smoking and you don't want to, start off, get somebody in the vaping community to advise you. Start off with a decent battery, 650 minimum, and decent cartomizers, and some good e-liquid, so that your first experience is good. The nurse, I told, the same thing too, that vaping, this that I'm doing, is my hobby. It is far more delightful, more interesting, more fun than smoking ever was to me. So I don't miss smoking. I've replaced the whole thing with this amazing and delightful habit of vaping. But if you want to stop smoking and you're really determined to make an effort, because you are going to have to make an effort, then all right, use the little devices. Use the things that you can buy in supermarkets and at on road stops, and maybe that in the future might even be scripted to you by the doctor. But if you want to replace a wonderful habit that you've loved, go into vaping proper and get yourself some good stuff first time around. And don't worry about the price, because over the long term you're going to use far less money on vaping than you ever did on smoking. Thanks for vaping with me.